Saturday. Ah, y'all, I got through it. I buried my friend today, my little sister. Oh, it was hard, and she looked so beautiful. My heaven is gone. That's her name, Heavenly Rosemary. She is gone, and it was one of the hardest things I had to do. So keep me and her family and her baby and her husband in your prayers, because we sure gonna miss her. Anywho, y'all, let's get straight to the video. And if y'all wonder why I have on white in October, they wanted us, and I got a bag in the back. Excuse the bag in the back. They wanted us to wear white, black, white and purple, whatever. So I have on, let me show you what I have on. So I have on my white and black with my white pants. So I want y'all to know I'm not just out of season. That was the request per se, the family. So that's why I'm wearing white and have a white hat on in October. Anyway, have y'all heard about the Braxtons? Something's wrong with David Mike. Have y'all heard about the Braxtons? Tony and Tamar and Tawanda, and they're like Trina too, they went to blows allegedly. They were sitting at dinner and they was like blasting each other. First of all, Tamar said, I know where you live because I paid your deposit on your house to Tawanda. So Tawanda was acting like, no, you didn't. But then they pulled up Tawanda bankruptcy, and Tamar was part of the bankruptcy for $35,000. She filed bankrupt against Tamar because she didn't want to pay her the money back. Y'all know what? People can be dirty. You know what I'm saying? People can be really dirty. If Tamar gave her sister $35,000 in good faith, how dare she go file bankrupt? Life make you not want to help people. You know, you be wanting, when you make it, you want to see your family make it. But they the main ones that put a dagger up in you. You know what I'm saying? They will leave you homeless and laugh at you after you took them off the streets. And then Tawanda, just out of the blue, when they eating dinner, saying, you steal too, Tamar. And Tamar said, I don't steal nothing. Yes, you steal men. So Tamar looking at Tawanda and Tony looking at Tamar like, what's she talking about? You slept with two of Tony men. I said, wait a minute, Jesus. I know y'all ain't throwing blows like that. And then Tamar was like, he said he messed with Tawanda. So now I'm sitting there looking at all of them like, hold up, wait a minute. Tawanda, you knew that Tamar allegedly slept with two of Tony men. Tamar, you knew that at least one of Tony men said he slept with Tawanda. And ain't nobody telling Tony. So if I was Tony, I wouldn't have no more kickings for them. I would leave the show. I wouldn't have no more kickings for them. It ain't because of the men. It's the principle of it. Y'all my sisters. We got the same mama and daddy. And y'all playing me squirmy like this? So Tamar she rose up on Tony. What the part I saw, she rose up on Tony. And Tony, even though Tony like 4'2", she stood back like, be what? What is about to be? Because I'm about to tear your little ass up. I'm going to show you what big sis can do. She was ready to rip a hole in Tamar. Tamar towering over her, but Tony looking at her like, what it is. What it is. And I think Tony would have given her the business. I'm just being real. I think Tony got them hands. Tony looked like her little butt got them hands. So now they trying to say Tawanda is like the snake of the family. And I always thought Tawanda was the business-minded one. Then they showed an old video showing how Tracy called her a snake. So Tawanda been doing this, y'all. When was it? 2005, they said she went to jail for some fraud or something. She was stealing her mama's Social Security checks. She's been using Tamar credit cards without her permission. But I got a quick funny story about that because I know y'all like, what? Sisters do that? Let me tell y'all about my mama and her sisters, y'all. This was so funny. Let me take a sip of my juice. My father had passed. And my mother's sisters loved my dad. He was their only real brother-in-law because they was together like 60 years. So he was their only real brother-in-law, right? So we didn't know this, that we had a thieving auntie. And she's the oldest of all of them. And when I say oldest, my mama was already a senior citizen. So her sister was almost 100, you know. So, but my aunties all would get around. They all was jazzy. You know, they didn't look their age. So before the funeral, we all at my mama's house. And I see all the other sisters in there plotting. They in there talking. And my Aunt Lee, she up in the bathroom, the oldest sister. So me and the cousins, we looking around like, what y'all talking about Lee for? I'm like, I know they ain't talking about their big sister like that. So they was like, yeah, yep, and mine gone too, and mine gone too. Yep, she did it again. So I'm like, well, what did she do? My mom said, we finna bust your Aunt Lee. She be stealing. Aunt Lee is almost 100, mama. Y'all tripping. So she come out the dang on bathroom. It's a day for my daddy's funeral. Everybody, all my family here. They surround her like they the mob. They sit down, Lee. You took my earrings off the table. And then my Aunt B said, and you took my ring. And somebody else said, and you took my money. We left all them traps because we know you was going to steal again. Mom looked at them. She was like, if y'all don't get out my face. It's like, no, we tired of you taking our stuff. She's the big sister. She got up. She said, I will whoop everybody's ass in this room if y'all don't get out my damn face. So my mother's like, get her purse. We got all these old people. I'm surprised teeth wasn't flying because they all had fake teeth. They arguing, trying to take her purse from her. She holding on to her purse with dear life. She let the purse go and everybody's stuff fell on the floor. And I'm looking at her, I said, Aunt Lee, oh my, I'm traumatized. You took their stuff. So Jay had a thieving sister too, but she didn't care. My auntie grabbed their stuff, put it back in her purse, and said, this is mine. She deboed their ass. This mine now. Who got something to say? Guess what the sisters did? They went on about their business. They started talking about her. Man, she get on my nerves. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I was like, I said, I thought my mama was the tough one. My mama just got punked by her big sister. She punked all her little sisters. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Put some more down. I need some more change. And she took the stuff on back to Yazoo, Mississippi with her. So a lot of sisters don't look at taking stuff from their sisters as stealing. That was the moral to the story. Some sisters take shit because that's their sister. I used to take my big sister's stuff. I mean, one day she's looking for her stuff, and I said I didn't know where it was, her favorite shirt, until my dang pictures came out of school and I had the shirt on. So listen, some sisters you got to give a pass. I don't look at that as the same, but when it comes to like $35,000 to Wanda, that's a lot of money. You need to pay Tamar back. Y'all need to make amends. I'm really hating this that the Braxtons are allowing Hollywood to destroy their family. And I know y'all saying Hollywood ain't got nothing to do. Yes. They making money off a alleged church-going family who was raised with two parents, look like some damn fools all over national TV for a little bit of money and some ratings. If it's this bad with y'all, you should not be on TV. It's time for the Braxtons to get off TV and resolve their personal issues. It's not even funny to me no more. It's not even entertaining no more. To me, it's sad. I'm not on nobody's side. Tony is the legend. Tony Braxton is a legend. Tony, do not let all your hard work be in vain. Get off that show. Have a little pride and dignity. Your mother don't seem to care. Miss B, she just in there for the ride. I guess she said, shit, I'm old, can't get no man. I'm just going to live on my kids' coattails. Like a damn fool. I don't care. Shit, I had to deal with y'all daddy. I do what y'all do. She don't give a damn. She too busy cooking with Vince, little boy, on TV. She didn't got to the point in her life, I don't care, just leave me alone, I got a headache. So I'm just asking the Braxtons, please stop while y'all are here. Don't air y'all dirty laundry on TV for people entertainment. This is your real life. Folks watching you once or twice a week to get entertained. This is your real life. And it's awfully sad to me. It's real sad. So I don't know. I'm sorry, the bag just fell. I don't know why people even watch. I don't watch that mess. I cannot watch drama like that. I'm the kind of person, negativity drains me. After so long, I have to get away from it and get me, it's like sipping some good old juice. I got to give me some good old juice and refresh myself, you know, and start over. What the hell is in my glass? I don't know what's in that damn glass. So I really hate what's going on with the Braxtons. That's the moral to the story. Let's pray for the Braxtons. Let's not talk about them. Tawanda seemed to be the criminal of the family. I thought it was Trina. She the alcoholic. Okay, we had the one that did take wood nickels. That was Tracy. That will whoop your ass. We got the thief. That's Tawanda. We got the bipolar schizophrenia, little dear old little sister. That's Tamar. We got the alcoholic, Cray Cray. That's Trina. And we got the Miss Cute, Princey, I don't know my worth, because I keep talking to people like Birdman. That's Tony. And then we have the perverted brother, Michael. They got a whole soap opera. You know what I'm saying? So they really need to go lay on somebody's sofa. Tony, you should have been like most families. You should have got your fame and took off. That's what you should have did. You should have took off. Now y'all see why people like Eminem, Lawrence Fishburne, what's his name? The one playing the movie, dang, the karate dude. He's whoop people butts with his hands, just psh, psh, what's his name? Him too, he'll come to me in a minute. They don't talk to their mama. They don't talk to their family members. Tyler Perry just cut off all his family. And we thinking, no, not Jackie. He don't really do karate. He just be slapping the shit out of people and just, psh, psh, what's his name? I can see his face, I can't think of his name. He played on, it'll come to me in a minute, y'all. That's my boy. Not Van Damme. He's white, but he looked like he Italian. He's tall. And he said, I remember you. And he break people's arms like, psh, y'all know who I'm talking about. What's his name? Now it's bothering me. But anyway, he don't do enough for his mother. And people think they're foul because your mama had you. But sometimes your family can be so bold. Sometimes people can hurt you so bad that you don't want to do nothing for them. Tyler Perry, at least. Steven Seagal. Yes, Steven Seagal. That's him. At least Tyler Perry, after his daddy did what he did to him and his mom, his mother said, Tyler, that's still your dad. So Tyler don't deal with his daddy, but guess what he do for his daddy? He takes care of his daddy. His daddy get his mortgage paid and a check every month faithfully and without even speaking to Tyler. So he feel like, I might not like you, but I'm gonna make sure you good, daddy. That's the bigger man. So I would do something like that. You know, I'd be like, I ain't dealing with you, but I make sure you're good. I ain't gonna let you go hungry. But sometimes you gotta cut people off for your peace. It's either your peace or to appease them. I'm cutting folks off. And I'm to the point right now, I have a couple kids that think they're hurting me by not talking to me. They don't know, they're really giving me peace. Because when you try to do so much for your children and they just go against the grain and you see them about to fall off the bridge, I gotta get away from that. I'm not gonna watch you self-destruct. But I'm gonna do everything to try to stop you. You may hate me right now thinking I'm against you, but one day you gonna remember what your mama said and you're gonna be like, my mama was right, because I do it. I wish my mother was here right now to go off on me. So if you somewhere don't talking to, you're not talking to your mama, you ain't heard nobody but yourself, because one day you gonna wish you could hear her voice. I promise you that. I digress. Let's talk about, do y'all remember a couple of weeks ago when Tasha K was talking about Katt Williams? It was barely 2 weeks ago. Y'all remember that? Who remember me talking about that? Katt Williams' brother Steve went on Tasha K, and he was saying Katt touched him when he was little, and his cousin touched him, and all the bad stuff Katt did. Well, Katt ex-girlfriend called Tasha right after that. Hazel. She called and she tried to instigate it, saying she had video of Katt, I guess, touching kids. She tried to jump on the bandwagon. They was all mad about, y'all remember Mary. They was all mad about Katt Williams' protege end up unalived at one of his places, right? And everybody was like, well, Katt must have something to do with it. He ain't talking. Well, let me tell y'all something that happened. Do y'all remember what I said? I said I don't believe it, right? And a lot of people thought, Nina, here she go again, victim shaming. That grown man ain't gonna get on national TV and lie on something like that. I am so glad that God give me the sense of discernment. I can read a room. You know why I can read people now? Because I used to make so many bad decisions, and I pray for God to let me see who is from him, who is not. I'll always pray that prayer. Can I get y'all to get my likes up before I go on? Can I get y'all to take a few minutes and tap the screen? Pop, pop. Show me some love. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you share with everybody you know. I got recognized at the funeral today, y'all. People was like, I watch you all the time. And I hug some people. I met some people from Chicago. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really need the support. I'm trying to relocate, y'all. I am really trying to relocate out this house. I cannot stand this house I'm in. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I sound ungrateful, but I have to get out this house. Oh, my God. That's why I'm at my son's house again. It just cringed me to go in this house. And I realized it's something going on in that house. That's why something happened to my son. Nothing good has happened since I've been in that house. I'm getting out of there. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, Lord, but I got to go. But anyway, y'all, back to the story. Tasha K got on TV yesterday, and she said that, this is what she said. She called Shekinah. Shekinah works for Katt Williams. Shekinah is Tiny's best friend, T.I. and Tiny. She does hair. I met Shekinah when she came to Grand Rapids. She's hilarious. She said, put Katt on the phone. Now, these Tasha words. I'm just repeating what Tasha said. Put Katt on the phone. I need to talk to him. And Shekinah and all the, I guess, his assistants was like, well, he finna go on stage. He busy. So she said she kept leaving messages because she wanted to make sure what was said was correct, and she wanted to give Katt the opportunity to rebuttal. I'm gonna tell you what I feel about that. Even though I like Tasha K, I can't be nothing but real Tasha. So if she take this file, I hope she don't, because sometimes you gotta listen. Okay? So anyway, Katt called her. She said she was having husband time. She was smoking her hookah. She was chilling, so she didn't want to take the call. So she kept telling Katt to call her back. This is what she said. I didn't want to take the call. I was busy when he called me. So finally, when her and Katt gets on the phone together, because her and Shekinah fell out for a minute, and they back cool now. But finally, her and Katt get on the phone, and he started telling her his side of the story. Now, before I tell you what Katt said, this is what I got a problem with. And it ain't just with Tasha K. It was anybody. And I had to learn this. You cannot take a story that somebody tell you and run with it. This is what I said about, y'all keep saying, you keep talking about Cassie, because I'm telling y'all, my spirit telling me Cassie lying. So I'm going to keep saying that until the truth come out. So you cannot sit there and take somebody's story and believe them because it sound good. And you don't think somebody would lie like that. If they have one of these, I told y'all they capable of lying. So with Tasha went wrong, and yes, she's worth way more money than me. She's more profound. She knows this YouTube shit inside out. I would like to meet her one day and ask her some questions, but still you can be wrong. And what you was wrong at was you let us see the story before talking to Katt. We seen clippings. And you pretty much said you believed Steve. You told everybody, just think, hold it in the back of your mind. Don't doubt him yet. And I'm sitting there saying, Steve ass lying. I'm like, where was Steve when Katt was at the bottom? When Katt was getting dogged out on TV, when everybody was calling him a drug addict? Why didn't the story come out then? Why the story coming out now when Katt on top of his game? When Katt then called out everybody in Hollywood, where these stories coming from now? Did somebody pay Steve? Because we didn't even know who Steve was. How long Katt Williams been out? Over 20 years? Did you know Steve? I didn't know Steve. So that's what make me say, When I hear people coming out like that, I'm like, where you been, Steve? What Katt Williams said, Steve is his little brother. He love him. But Steve is that little brother that might say anything. I did get my butt at church. You know when the teacher ain't looking, I eat my boogers. Steve is little Daryl. Y'all heard me. His brother Steve is the one they keep in the closet when they company come over. We don't listen to Steve, Tasha. If you would have called, I would just cleared it up. Steve might say anything. That's just little Steve, little Daryl. The only thing Katt didn't say is Steve wear a helmet. So he pretty much was saying, I can't get mad because that's my little brother. He got issues. Little Daryl got issues. He got one big shoe, one little shoe. So Katt wasn't mad because he like, that's just little Steve. He might say anything. And then next thing you know, he don't remember saying it. Corey Holcomb, all of them say Steve got issues. But the problem is when you listen to little Daryl come on your show and he said, my brother been touching me, and you allow him to do a whole show, then you call Katt. That's the problem. Because that could have been a lawsuit. That could have been a lawsuit. Thank God she said Katt was willing to talk to her. And thank God he's not making a big deal out of it because he probably like, man, that's just Steve. I ain't tripping with that. So all right, she didn't know better. She didn't know Steve do the stuff he do. Then she said, and then I started doing my investigation and I realized it couldn't be true what Steve was saying because they just gave Katt a key to the city, I think Ohio, and his parents were there. And they were celebrating him. Now, if he did all the stuff that Steve said and his parents don't deal with him, why would they be there? You think? Katt said, I take care of everybody in my family. I make sure they eat. I left as a kid to make a difference in my life and my family life. And you listen to Lil Daryl. I can tell by Steve's conversation, y'all. That's why I say I'm so glad I can see shit. I think Tasha been married too long. You know, that's a good thing, Tasha. But I think she hasn't been out here and she haven't experienced the riffraff that we have experienced, ladies. I don't think she understand how people move. She the queen of YouTube, but it's some stuff out here, Tasha, you ain't been experienced to. Girl, we got some crazy ass serial cheaters out here, nutcases, disrespectful. You've been with your husband all this time. We've been dealing with these Michael Myers serial killer adult women. So it's a lot of stuff we season in. You may not be seasoned because you've been with Keep the Oil over there for 20 years. So that's a difference with Tasha K and a lot of us. So when y'all want to dog her out and say she knew better, I don't think she really do be knowing. I don't think so. She's so used to having it made. She got she ain't just got a Keep the Oil, y'all. She got a Mendingo Keep the Oil warrior from Africa. You know the kind of swing from tree to tree with his penis. He beating up elephants and shit in the jungle. She got him. And he a provider. You know what I'm saying? And he's a protector. So when she voted for your uncle in the White House, I don't think she really realized what was going on because she's following her husband and she believed in him because they well off, they got money. He got about a 32-inch. You know what I'm saying? He the daddy above her kids. They got a nice house. They spent half the year here, half a year in Africa. So she got a different kind of life than we had. If I had a Mendingo like her, and he said, no, I ain't gonna lie, but this is why I think she voted for your uncle. Baby, we gonna vote for Uncle D. Whatever you like. You don't care? No, baby, whatever you like. He got her saying, whatever you like. I'll give you whatever you like. We want to do like that. Shit. So I don't blame her for following her husband. But his ass ain't been, I guess, in America long enough to know the difference. The little Daryl uncle in the White House and little Daryl. She had little Daryl on her couch, and he voted for little Daryl. So I think they need to just step back for a minute and just call me. Say, Nina, what you think about him? Do you think he little Daryl? Uh-huh. Yeah, he still got the helmet line right here. Don't do it. Call me first. Matter of fact, I need some skills. I need you to teach me some shit. And I can teach you some shit. I don't care if you the queen of YouTube or not. You can learn from me, girl. Because I know I can learn from your ass. So I'm just being real. Because if some of the stuff, the moves you do, I'll be like, oh, that's a train wreck. Why you do that? I try to stop. I wasn't even on YouTube when I seen the Cardi B stuff. I wasn't even on YouTube yet. And I'm like, oh, no. Take it down. Don't say that. Don't say. She didn't listen. Sometimes we get so big-headed. Sometimes we get so stuck in our ways that we say, F it. Have you ever been there? F it. And soon as you in front of that judge, you sitting there like this. I was just playing. Please forgive me, Jesus. It's too late. I had to learn to stop saying F it. I say F it. Wait a minute. Do I want to do that, Jesus? No, I don't want. I'm playing. I'm just playing, okay? Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, can we talk about it? I'm not getting no case for nobody else. I'm not catching a case for nobody else. I'm not getting in trouble. I'm telling. I told y'all I'm telling on the way to the car, so don't do nothing around me. My kid's daddy said it all the time. He said, I love you, baby. But if I do anything, you won't know because I'm the first one you telling on. I said, you know that, don't you? You really know me. Yeah, I'm sure gonna tell on you. Don't tell me, baby. Don't you tell me. Because I'm telling. I'm telling the dude from the gate, I'm not ride or die. That's not me. You got the wrong female. No. Nope. So, I just left my sister's funeral. My baby sister. And she's not baby sister by blood. She's baby sister by love. She was so pretty. She was so pretty. So beautiful. And they go cremate her at the service. And that's what I don't like. But the family got to do what they have to do. I never believed in cremation. And I don't know if y'all ever heard this story about cremation. I'm going to let y'all go. After y'all get my likes up. A friend of mine owns a funeral home. And she put me up on some stuff that I did not know. She said, I'm so glad you're not cremating your mama. I said, no, my mother made sure. She told us don't ever burn her. Don't ever put her in the grave as her husband. And that's where she rests. Stay in the same headstone next to her husband. And I said, why you say that? She said, because per each state. Now, I don't know how true this is. It's alleged because I got it from somebody else. Per each state, they have to burn the what do you call it? I guess the oven. I hate to even say that. The oven that cremates bodies. They only allowed to do it either every 2 weeks or she said once a month. Something like that. But you can't just cremate each body as it come in. Because it takes a lot of energy, a lot of heat, a lot of work. So they don't just do body by body. So I'm like, so what are you saying? This is what she's saying. Just say, my friend body is there right now, right? And I think they got to do it on a Tuesday. So it's Saturday. Now just say they just did a cremation just past Tuesday. She got to wait for the next cremation. So they got to keep her body where they need to keep it until the next cremation. But guess what that means? Several people may have died since her. And sometimes it could have been a pet. Because you know they have pet funerals at this funeral home too. So just say when cremation day come, you got Peter, Paul, Timmy, Kimmy, Tammy, Snoopy, Doofy. All these people was in the funeral home. They put all of them in a furnace together. One by one. Psh, psh, psh. Then all the ashes end up in a big old pile. They weigh the ashes out from the body weight of the person. She weighed 280 pounds. This is about enough ashes right here. Take it to the parents. Put it in the box. Take it to the family. So you may have Snoopy, Doofy, Peter, Paul in your house, and you think that's grandma. You may have a psycho killer in your house, and you think that's grandma. Because they burn all the ashes together. Per se, the person that had a funeral home. I don't know how true this is, but I'm looking at her with my mouth on the floor like, wait a minute, that ain't my grandbaby and that dang on angel. She said, no. Your grandbaby was this big when she was born. Your grandbaby bought this much of them ashes. Then I don't know who you got over there. I told my daughter, and my daughter said, so what's around my neck? It may be Snoopy. I mean, you see how the government do us? For real, I'm dead serious. Yeah, Kevin said she heard it before too. They're not going to start that furnace per every person. Because 9 times out of 10, and I'm not being funny, when people get cremation done, it's because it's a little bit less money. You know, it costs to open that ground and put people in the ground. It even costs more if you want the family to see the body lower down in the ground. Everything costs. And I paid for all that for my mama. I told you I had lost my mind. If I could have got the angels with some horns escorted to the grave, I would have paid. But how much is that? I need Michael and Gabriel. Is they available? I would have paid for them. I'm like, I was just trying to get, man, I was just so hurt. I didn't care about no money. I went in there, I seen that gold plaque. I said, what is that? She said, oh, you can put the name on. Okay, I want my mama name engraved. Well, you want to know the price? Just give me that one. My brother called up there and said, if y'all put one more thing on that casket, if y'all put any wheels, any horns, any steering wheels, anything on my mama casket, we're going to have a problem because Nina has lost her whole mind. Because my brother was in prison. He called from prison and told my friend at the funeral home, because she owned the funeral home, stop her now. She said, this girl got 6 horses, 2 limos. Say, man, come on, stop her. And I'm standing up in the carriage like this. They like, who died? It's my mama. My mother left here like a queen. You hear me? She was Cinderella. My pastor, who had a touch of Alzheimer's, when he went outside and seen all that stuff, his sense came back for a minute. He said, I ain't never in all my life seen nothing like this at my church. This is beautiful. Thank you, Pastor Jones. It's my mama. And I always remember what she told me. Don't you burn your loved ones if you can help it. I can understand if you can't help it, but you don't know who you got in there. And something about me that how I was raised, and I'm not trying to deter anybody that's watching me. I don't want nothing dead around me. I let people go free. When they leave, They're free. They going to the next life. Actually, they in a deep trance sleep. That's another lie the pastor lie to us. You know, he gone to heaven. No, they not. They in a deep trance until judgment day. Everybody is sleeping. So I don't want nothing dead around me. I only want living things around me. I'd rather let them go into the ocean or something. I just can't. That's why when I'm at my daughter's house and my grandbaby little angel sitting there and stuff, I kiss it or something, I get away from it. I just don't like dead stuff around me. I don't. You know, and you got to be a strong person. You got to be a godly person. You got to love the Lord to have that kind of strength. Because some people, they hold on. They be like this. I can't. They're gone. Watching my friend lay in that box today was so hard. To see her 11-year-old son look at her and they look like twins was so hard. Her auntie fell out that raised her. Fell straight out. And my heart just hurt so bad for her and her uncle. They raised her. But I love her. She came into my life 17 years ago. She touched my life. She's 38. And she came in my life as a young girl in her 20s. And we had a good time, Heaven. You left a mark on this world, girl. And we both Geminis. We were so much alike. So she will be missed. And I just want to tell you, I thank y'all for the prayers. Because I didn't think I was going to make it. And my kids was in there crying about TT Heb. I mean, she left a stain on us. You hear me? So I love her. But, yeah, pray for the Braxtons. Pray for Katt Williams' little Daryl brother. Pray for bloggers that they use discernment. I don't seek people information, y'all, to make money. And I heard somebody say that. My job is to get your trash and put it on the internet. And a big blogger said that. And I'm like, what? That's your job, to get people mess and exploit them on the internet, and you feel good about that? That's Tasha K. She said that out of her own mouth. And I'm not trying to dog her. That's what she said her platform is. I just cannot be that person. You know, I cannot make money off somebody's demise. Now, if it's out there and I'm talking about it, yes, but I don't seek that every day. I get up praying every day, hoping everybody doing good. You know what I'm saying? I be, God, please do something for my people, Lord. I don't be waking up, who did something? I gotta make $5,000. Because to me, that's no different than you being on the street corner, slinging that Krugs, destroying people's families, giving it to somebody's mama. That's no different. You destroying families. And I know what people are going to say, no, they destroyed themselves. But prayer changes things. And some stuff in our community we shouldn't even exploit. Because they waiting on our shit. I mean, they waiting on our shit. I be seeing stuff happening in my community, and I be like, man, what about that? I just seen such and such, seen Peter do worse than that. Shh, don't talk about Peter. They ain't excited. We like talking about Pookie. Because this is what I understand. Have you ever asked yourself this? Why don't these bloggers that exploit black entertainers and stuff, why they not exploiting Kiss and them other rock and roll stars and them country singers? Why we don't hear them talking about them? I for real, I've been watching YouTube and I'm like, ain't nobody exploit. So y'all go tell me, ain't nobody in the entertainment business that's this color doing nothing. None of the actors, actresses, they ain't doing nothing. It's just us. But we the ones we talk about. Just to get some money, we'll step on our brother's head, kick him in the dirt, just to get some money and stop him from eating, stop him from feeding his family. We got to do better. This your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Thank y'all for listening. I really don't know what to say about the Braxtons. TK. I just hate to see a family. This is not just TV, y'all. This is why people getting on my nerves. This is not just TV. This is real life shit. These are the Braxtons. and they're falling apart right before our eyes, and we looking at it like entertainment. Oh, real quick, Kim Kardashian had an aneurysm, and she's in the hospital. I don't know if she's still there, but she was in the hospital. And the first person she blamed was Ray J. She said Ray J has stressed her out so bad that she had an aneurysm. Kim, I want to say this to you, darling. You got to be out your damn mind to be a billionaire and allow little Daryl, little friend, Ray J. I said Ray J. Kanye, Ray J too, stress you out. You shouldn't even be in that same mindset. And what I don't understand is, Kim, you didn't had a man, several men since Kanye. How Kanye give you an aneurysm? How you know that little white boy with that look like Ronald McDonald didn't give you an aneurysm? You know, the one you was messing with right after your divorce. How come he couldn't give you an aneurysm? I don't understand this. The doctor said you got an aneurysm right over here above this temple. Yep, that's Kanye. I see his boobs. He did it. And if that's the case, how you a billionaire allowing Kanye to still get on your damn nerves? Ignore his ass. I ain't letting my kids kill me, less long a man. And then they arguing about Northwest. That was a fail right there. Northwest. Both of y'all should have went to jail for naming that girl Northwest. But anyway, she acting weird. She got makeup and like she got some tattoos on her face or something. Answer this, y'all. Answer this. What's wrong with these Hollywood people? Why these babies don't look their age? And have y'all noticed Hollywood babies age faster than regular kids? People will have a baby. Just say somebody had a baby same day Sonny was born, my grandbaby. Sonny 1. They baby about 5 right now. I'm like, how these babies be getting this damn big? Why is Northwest, why is Blue Ivy, why they walking around and they my grandbaby age, they 12, 13, they looking 18, 19 years old? Why? And ain't nobody calling CPS. Ain't no way Blue Ivy should be performing in front of all them grown folks around alcohol, marijuana, profanity, X, and ain't nobody called Child Protective Service. I don't give a damn who their parents are. Blue Ivy, you run around here with tats on your face, talking about you don't like your mama. Ain't nobody calling nobody. Why? Because they famous. And y'all wonder why these Hollywood kids end up being Justin Bieber, being the Smith kids. Because ain't nobody saying nothing. Now watch. We got Blue Ivy and we got Northwest. Watch in the next 10 years. Well, I give it till they 25. They gonna be all over TV crying, talking about how their life was horrible when they were kids. And who touched them and who did what. And when I was on the road with my mom, 4 dudes did this to me and my mother didn't know it. I mean, watch. And everybody gonna be like, well, where was Beyonce? On the stage. But where was Jay-Z? Outside feeding his Campbell? Shit, his twin. It's just a mess how they raise these kids, man. And these kids endure this shit. How much money do y'all need? If I was famous like Beyonce and Jay-Z and Kim Kardashian and Kanye, my kids wouldn't be nowhere near Hollywood. Because I know how it is. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Why your kids any parts of it? And then some girls came out and said, and I don't even like talking on this subject, but I'm going to say it real quick. A band member, and this one is a band member and the other girl is something. This is the second girl that came out with this story about Beyonce. They said Beyonce, y'all girl is a bewitched. They said she be practicing that hoodoo voodoo shit. One girl said her dog came up dead. I said, she killed the dog? Did she put him in a pot? I'm like, if y'all know this, man, why you still around there? But they said you're scared to leave, and they said Miss Tina is like the corporate. Miss Tina, I told you, I'm sorry, but Miss Tina scared me. When I look at Miss Tina, I be like, ooh, she's scary looking. And Beyonce, I seen her on stage, not in person, but on TV, change from Beyonce to Sasha Fierce right before my eyes, and that shit was scary as hell to me. Her whole face, like, could you imagine somebody doing this? You be like, what the? She turned into somebody else. And do y'all remember Michael Jackson, how he said he turned into somebody else on stage? They dead serious, man. They really turn into somebody else. They go from, hi, I'm Michael Jackson, and then get on the stage and he pumping the air. They're like, that ain't the same, dude. Something takes over their body. Because a lot of people get so into that craft and that world for money and personal gain that they just sell themselves. So guess what I thought about today, y'all? And I'm going to let y'all go for real this time. Guess what I thought about? I said, now, if you sell your soul to the Adi, I ain't going to say the name, or whatever the organization is called, I don't want no parts. Y'all do what y'all do. Kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya. Don't come over here playing with me. But I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. But if they can sell their soul to them people in Hollywood and make all that money, I said, I just came up with something. What if I jumped that deep, that hard, that dedicated to Jesus? Could you imagine what I would be blessed with? This is what people don't understand. If those folks can bless you like that, could you imagine what Jesus can do? So I'm going to go all in. Every day on my knees, all day praying. Every time I talk to y'all, I'm going to talk about you. I already do that. But I'm going to go even harder. I'm going to come with some scriptures. And I'm like, Lord, use me. If you can use anything, Lord, you can use me. I surrender all to you. Use me wherever you want me to be. If you don't want me on YouTube, Lord, take it off. I want whatever you want from me, Lord. Use me. I sell my soul. I ain't going to say sell my soul. I give my life to you, dear Daddy, Father God, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nietzsche. I got to say his name so the devil won't be confused. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Jehovah Jireh. So if I give my life over to him, and I'm watching what Beyonce them did, and they gave their life over to this world, could you imagine the blessings I'm about to have? Could you imagine the blessings you can have? Don't sell your soul. Give your soul to the Lord. Give your life right now to the Lord and change your life forever, ever. If the devil got the capabilities of doing it, just think about it for real. I had to think about that today. I said, wait a minute. If the devil got the capabilities of giving these people all this stuff, my daddy owned everything. It ain't nothing I can't have. Yeah. I give my life to you, Lord. Now use me the way you want me to go. Now, we don't know what's going to be the outcome yet, but every day, y'all keep watching. I'm going to show y'all God is real. Keep watching Nina. I promise you, I'm going to show you God. I already know he's real, but I'm going to show y'all right before y'all eyes how real my God is. This your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I ain't even going to tell y'all to go to church tomorrow because there's so much going on in the church. I'm going to say this. Study and show yourself approved. Pick up that word for yourself and read it and learn it. Digest it. Remember it. Pray on it. Live it. Don't just talk the talk, walk the walk. Be about it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.